Josh Lambo now ready to put this one in the air. And we are underway from the Superdome. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's all the way up across the 40 and down at the 42-yard line. Great return. First down and 10 now for the Dragons offense. They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. Oh, and now he bowls him over. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. Past the 20. Touchdown, LA. A great play there. 58 yards. And his guys have taken a first-quarter lead. And they're in on the first play. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. This is caught. Gronkowski. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. I'm going to go out on a limb and say that you don't like that call on the opening drive of the game.
It's a very strong limb that you're out on right now. Okay, and look, the game between college and the NFL continues to creep closer, but that is truly a college play, not an NFL play. Because you'd snap the ball from the 3-yard line there, whether it's going for 1 or going for 2. So it makes sense to try it that way to maybe fake it. In this case, from the 15, makes 0 sense.
And now your lead's just 6-0 instead of 7-0. They go play action here on first down. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. This drive starting off on the right foot. 18 yards.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play out?
And oh, his first carry, he loses the football. But it looked like a Jaguar was able to cover this thing, and so Jacksonville will keep control.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get them home, the next guy comes.
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Zach Brown. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find some.
It's a foot race. 20, 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there with his second touchdown of this opening quarter. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. And a pair of rushing touchdowns now for him in the first quarter.
And I'm liking what I'm seeing from his big guys up front because they're winning the leverage game. How many times we talk about low man wins, right? Move the defensive front aside, create those gaps and holes. He's found his way through them for 2 touchdowns.
And after both of those touchdowns, he went right up to that O-line and hit each of them on the helmet. He recognized.
That's a smart man. You know what else he should do? If this continues, take them all to dinner.
Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. And they'll be set up with good field position here as he gets this up over the 40-yard line.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Green 80. Green 80.
Bortles to throw on second down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Zach Brown. And he'll wind up losing 5 yards or so on the return, but no matter, they've got the football back.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
So while the offense has had a big day, no one on that side of the ball is excited about seeing a loss like that. Their goal, to make every play positive, and when you have a bad one like that, your next goal is to not let it spiral into more.
Calais Campbell on the stop.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't.
And Gronk says wait room, and he's got an open man. It's Gronkowski. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Give him 35 yards there on the third down conversion.
That has to be frustrating for defenders. Third down, they take a shot way downfield. There is good coverage, yet they still come down with the football and pick up a big gain.
And now spinning away. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A great play there. Doing it again with his 3rd touchdown here in the opening quarter. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. Well, Brandon, if we go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator, he showed us his script. Didn't show us everything now. He said, here's the script for the... Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And he whips that one incomplete there. They've got this big lead. They said, forget 1. We want 2. Instead, they got 0. Unbelievable they didn't even attempt it from the 15-yard line. What are they thinking? I do know this. When you fake one in this situation with that type of a lead, especially from the 15-yard line, oh, boy. I tell you what, meeting them again somewhere down the line, they'll remember this. Yeah, they'll think that they were trying to clown them a little bit. Bortles leads the Jags up 1st and 10 at their own 37. They begin with a run by Fournette. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. I'd say it's pretty good strategy. If you throw interceptions on back-to-back drives, let's see if the running backs can handle the ball a little bit, get things going. On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags 1st down. Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit. Bortles now on 1st down. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack. Back at the 47-yard line. Barkevious Mingo in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. 3 scores offensively. They've got to figure it out. It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now. They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them. One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that'll bring up 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call? I do. I think it's a high-percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the 1st down. In this case, it didn't happen. Good set. On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. Steps away to his left. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. The 20, 10, touchdown, LA. A big play there. 83 yards. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route one. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. He gets it into the hands of Gronkowski, complete. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12.
Partner, that type of a lead, and they're going to fake it from the 15 to try and pick up a two-point play instead of kicking it through the post. Come on, man. Put that in mothballs. Come on. Come on. Don't do that.
Put that in mothballs?
Yeah, preserve that for it. That's an ancient relic. Faking it. I can understand. You want to rub it in a little. You fake it when you snapped it from the 3. But from the 15, mothball that bad boy, just like my grandmother had.
Yeah,
in her attic, the stuff she used to preserve.
It smelled terrible.
Green 80.
Fournette, a first down carry. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down. And you know what offenses want? Win first down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on first down. Bortles on the give to Fournette. And he loses the football the 2nd time. And the defense has come up with it. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of...
And at their 36-yard line. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to New Orleans after this.
Green 80. Green 80.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Bortles. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync. Only way to play good defense.
Now Leonard Fournette. And he loses the football a 2nd time. And this is going to go the other way. The defense has it. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
And now running right through it. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Miles Jack able to run him down for a loss of a yard.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things has gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. To throw is Breeze. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Now that screen there on 2nd down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying is one thing. We can second guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize it is broken...
Touchdown! A great effort there. On his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns. And this offense continues to pour it on. And that rushing touchdown, his 4th, puts him just one shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it. But he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this.
Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Now Carlos Hyde gears up to take the field again. Now, I'm not going to say you completely abandon the passing game, but it would really behoove them to get this running game going more.
That's the identity most teams are seeking. Able to establish themselves, control the game by running it. have to touch it multiple times in order to have success in this game.
And as we say, yeah, that's right. As we say all the time, that sets up the passing game. I feel like a broken record with that.
Listen, we can be broken records all we want. Bottom line is, lather up that big horse and let him run.
On second down, here's Bortles. He'll set up the screen to Fournette, and he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Bortles going to try and throw on third down. Over the middle, complete. That's Cole. And a loose football. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. And now 3 drives, 3 fumbles.
What's amazing about it is when we go around and watch practices, how many times do we see them put that sleeve over a football now to make it more slippery and hard to handle? It's almost like they're playing with that sleeve on the ball.
This is caught inside the 15. And he will take it in for the touchdown. Julio Jones, 50 yards. And this offense is running away with this one.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that get...
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. Goes right side, complete to Gronk. And he will not make it to the goal line as his try for 2 is going to come up empty. But that's little consolation to this defense as they have been porous all game long. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Throwing on first down is Bortles. Now he's hit, and Bortles fumbled. It's loose. But it looked like a Jaguar was able to cover this thing, and so Jacksonville will keep control. Over after the sack, they come up on a 2nd and very long. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. There you have it. Halftime quickly over. 3rd quarter, here we go. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out come the Jaguars now as they'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. Now Bortles throwing on 2nd down. That one complete to D.D. Westbrook. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A big one there for the Jags. 18 yards, 1st down.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
They'll run it again with Fournette. And nowhere for him to go again. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Barkevious Mingo in that time on the tackle.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Now Bortles. He's going to float this one deep right side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Eli Apple, good to the core there as he gets in and knocks it away. Another drive comes and goes. Still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
Oh, nice move. And now he spins free. And a nice spin into some open feet. He had his sights on the end zone, no doubt, but is brought down after a huge return there. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. A give. This is Kamara. Spinning away. He's to the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there. A 22-yard scamper. And this offense continues to pour it on.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Jaguars offense now heads back onto the field. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, you know, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. And that one goes incomplete. They tried something out of the bag of tricks, but it's incomplete, and now second down. Bortles going to run the draw with Fournette. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville.
That's a good explosive run right there on the draw play. And in order for it to be successful, you've got to have some good faking going on and people having a nice little time clock in their head to understand.
And oh, my goodness, he loses it again. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and that'll lead here to a third down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Way down inside the 35. A really nice gain of 25 yards. They've been struggling in the passing game. Do you like the aggressiveness there? I mean, it worked on that play, but do you like it?
I do, because a lot of
From the 34 now, here's first and 10.
Green 80. Green 80. Green is on.
On first and 10, here's Bortles. Now a loose football. The ball comes out. It's going the other way. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
Well, partner, I think it's safe to say they can mark this down as extremely frustrating. Here we are in the fourth quarter, and that last play, that turnover, I think it epitomizes what happened to them all day on offense.
So symbolic, and that's why they're still being shut out. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game, and that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
On first down, Breeze. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And he gets into the end zone for the touchdown. Calvin Johnson, 25 yards for the touchdown. And this offense is running away with this one. So another score there. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. Quickly to Gronkowski. That's caught. And down inside the 10 here before he's up
for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare them
I was
to do
going to
that?
ask you, maybe they saw something on film, but do you see something on film with those to try something from the 15 on a PAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hold, and someone kicking the ball through the posts.
Bortles leads the Jags up 1st and 10 at the 34. From the gun, it's Bortles. And that's going to be incomplete. The running back, Leonard Fournette, his intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
Green 80. Green 80.
Bortles again here on 2nd and 10. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
The touch and time are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
Green 80. Green 80.
Throwing his Bortles on 3rd down. Dumps it off to Fournette. Oh, Fournette loses it. It's out. And the defense says they have it. Yes, they've got it.
As they say, this game hasn't exactly been one for the books. I mean, we're into the 4th quarter here, and now this happens, another turnover. Not one that they're going to hold up and say, yeah, this has been a banner day.
Absolutely. Still sitting on 0. Dancing to his left. Spins away. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. And, my friend, I think it's safe to say that this game is pretty much deceased at this point. It's taken a knee, so to speak. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. That's complete right around the 8. And they are just not going to let up as he is into the end zone here for 2 more.
Partner, they're up big. They snap the ball from the 15 for a regular PAT, yet they fake it and get it. Is the kicker's leg tired? What's going on here?
I don't know, but defensively, now with this deficit, now you add 2 more onto that. They fake the PAT. That stings a little.
It definitely stings, and I know the guys that I played for, they wouldn't be allowing that to happen.
Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set here. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
You like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that what again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now, they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 7 yards there on the 1st down screen play. Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
Set. Green 80.
On first down, Bortles. And the reception made by Dante Moncrief. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags first down. Bortles now on first down. And a 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he coughed it up. And this will be scooped up by the defense. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line.
Okay, this isn't one where you want to take the game tape and hold it up as an example, do you? I mean, you talk about frustrating all the way through. And that last error, I think that crystallizes it, doesn't it?
Absolutely. That's been representative of their entire game still being shut out. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones in a first down.
And they just had another big completion there. And I think in days gone by in the NFL, you might have asked, is this a little bit of overkill? Is this rubbing it in? I don't think people feel the same way nowadays.
It's the age-old argument. Then you could say on the other side, if you're going to get angry about it, stop it, right?
Go ahead and stop me. And I think a lot of the times they just look at it like, let's just play the game. And however it turns out, it turns out.
It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. A 10th carry for Kamara. Oh, nice spin.
Oh, that brought back bad memories.
And nothing but daylight ahead. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. Right side, that's complete to Gronkowski. And he will not make it to the goal line as his try for 2 is going to come up empty. But that's little consolation to this defense as they have been porous all game long. Lutz now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. Some might have returned that one. He won't. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start the drive from the 25.
Green 80.
Shotgun now for Bortles. Looking sideline, incomplete. The intended target, the tight end, Austin Seferian-Jenkins. And that'll bring up second down.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
Coverage was great everywhere that time. He tried to get it to his outlet, tried to get it to his running back, but sailed it a little bit too high and actually left his body open for a big hit.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked up by Eli Apple.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Throwing now is Breeze. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. They'll run. This is Kamara. Pushes him over. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. And now prior to this 3rd and 1, we're going to get a timeout here. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Here's Command. How did he stay on his feet? Past the 20. And he'll get this way down into Jacksonville territory. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome. Put a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it.
One of the fun parts about working with you is that we've learned that there are different ways to do things than the way we were brought up to do them. This is Madden. Of course they were going to go ahead and get another score. What do you mean take a